So now let's create the footprint library. So we have already created the schematic library here. So to do that, right click, add new to the project, PCB footprint library. Let's open this window, and then from tools, we go to the footprint wizard. Next, then we collect the ELC, and then we have our parameter in millimeter. Then we do millimeter here. Next. So this is the dimension of the path. And we can see here we have 0.6. So we write here 0.6 millimeter. And we have here from here to here 0.3. So 0.23 millimeter. And then next. And here they ask us if we want the first path, so pin number 1 to be rounded and the other paths to be rectangle. So let's choose all the paths to be rectangle. Then next. So here let's keep it for now as a default value. Then next. So here we can see this number here and this number here is the distance between the middle of two paths. So we can see it's here. So from here to here is 0.5. So we put here 0.5, and here we put 0.5. Then we have the distance between this path and this path, from the middle to the middle. And here we can see they didn't provide that. So that's we need actually to calculate. So let's do the calculation. And I think I can put it here. So first, the distance between the middle of this path to the middle of this path. So 4.8, then minus. So then we need the distance between here, the middle of this, to the middle of this. So how to calculate it? It's not provided. So we take this, the middle here, 0.5, and then we multiply it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So minus 0.5, and then multiply with 7. So 1.3. So this 1.3 distance between here to here and here to here. And we only need half of this distance. So we divide it by 2, then 0.65. So we put here 0.65, and here 0.65 millimeter. That's how we basically calculate it. So then next. So here we just pin 1 is like here, so we just leave default this one. So here is the number of the paths. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paths, and we have horizontally 8. So we put 8 here and 8 here. And next, so we have to give the footprint a name. Let's name it as they put it here. So then next, then finish. And here we can see we have a nice footprint Altium created for us. You just want to change it. Yes. So this is the center, and we always need the reference center to be in the middle. So from edit, set reference to the center. And now the center is in the middle. So next thing, we need to see the top solder layer. So the top solder, basically everything you see in purple here. So the manufacturer will not place a solder mask layer, and they will just place in between here. All this gray, it will be green or whatever color. So there is some limitation for each manufacturer, and that's what you have to check with your manufacturer. So I know for GLC PCB they accept 0.05. So let's do 0.05. So we select all, the top layer, and then select all. And yeah, I think we should not select those here. So from here, maybe I can just say from this section filter, I can just say path, and then I do this, then I only select the paths. So here the top solder, we change the rule to manual, and then 0.05 millimeter. Now it looks much nicer. Then if you remember, we have a terminal bath here. So we can just take this and Ctrl+C copy, and then select the center here, and then Ctrl+V, and we put it in the center here. And the dimension of this one, so you can see this, the terminal bath is 3.3 by 3.3. So we say 3.3, and then 3.3. So now we have the terminal bath. Let's check if the solder mask is correct as well. Yeah, so it took the solder mask also automatic. So now let's adjust the top overlayer, which is the solder silk layer. So here you will see it printed actually in the white, as we discussed in the lecture. So we can just, so now we can see we cannot select it, and that's because we have this filter is selected to the bath. So we just say all objects, then we click on it, 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe I got it 3 here, yes, and then the next one, 1, 2, 1, 2, same here, 2, and same here. Yeah, Now it looks better. So you can Control M to measure. So if we measure from here to here, so we can see the dimension is, which is here actually, is 0.5. It's 5, sorry, and we have 5.2, which is totally fine. So you can also, so when you have those measurements, you press Shift C to clear it. Shift C. So now let's add like a reference on the top over layer. So when we receive our PCB, we can see there is a dot, so we know this is the first pin. You can press P and then full circuit. And then you click on the circuit. So it's 0.25. So it depends how capable the manufacturer to do this. So for GLC, I think 0.25, they are good with it. Then this radius, we put it as a 0. So then we left click and we grab it here, we put it here. So now we can see here we have the reference point, so we know this is pin 1. Actually here we have a small mistake, so this is also pin 1. We have to change it to 33. That's what in the schematic library what we did. So now let's add a 3D of this module. So you can actually, very useful websites, so you can use this website Snap. This is also to get some modules and also 3D modules. So you can type whatever, then actually you can download. So you can download different modules and they can be available with 3D module as well. So this is one website you can use actually if you don't want to create library. So you can check here. So here you can see this module, for example, the library already exists. So you don't have to go through all this process to create library if the module is exist here. Also, when you want to find the part on DGK, so for example, our one, which is this. So we can see here, they provide here the CAD module. If we click it, then we can see actually they have already made samples and 3D module. This I will put another video how to just download it and import it to your library. But I'm teaching you this because you cannot find all the module. So I found here in Mouser, also in Mouser it's the same, you can find here. So actually I could find also the 3D module, so I just download the 3D module in case they don't provide the footprint and the sample. So I downloaded the 3D module here, and to add this 3D module we press P and then 3D module, or you can place 3D module, then ask you where is the file. So I already downloaded, it's here. So I place in the center, right click, then left click, then right click. So if I press 3, I can see my 3D module. Then you press shift and right click to see the view, and we can see actually here it's placed very well. And actually in this way we can see our footprint is correct as well, because they made the 3D module exactly how the module is. So everything seems fine. Then press 2 to back to the 2D view. So that's how you put a 3D module to your footprint. So now the last step, to associate this footprint with a schematic footprint we made with the schematic sample. So we go to, so you can go to project, and we created this as well. So double click, it's opened, footprint, then browse, and then we can see. So this is basically what we name it, here. So then okay. So now we can see it's linked the schematic to the layout. So now if we want to go to the schematic, let's delete this and then we place this. Then this module has a library and a footprint. Don't forget to save. So then we close this. Yeah. So you can see this module. It has a 2D and a 3D. So when you go to the layout, then it will show the 2D, of course. Yeah, that's it for making a library. Thanks a lot.